Hello, everybody. I am back with more just plain old comp. I debated on making a new team, trying some stuff out. Saw like Moala being used, and it actually looked pretty cool and super annoying to deal with. So I debated on making a Moala team. Uh, but honestly, the Interregional is less than a week, so I figured I'm just gonna kind of go with the team I've been playing and just try and learn matchups, pick ban and stuff a little bit better, so I can be prepared as well as I can be for that. So today's just going to be kind of the same as last stream, just some more gameplay. Before I get started though, I've actually still been getting quite a few subscribers and followers, even when I'm not streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So just want to say I do see you and thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Start of a new week. Side Park has Chromion and shoot, I forgot the other one. Chromion was the one that looked more interesting. I had the other one. Chubby. I love Chubby, but but there's already a limit Chubby in my party. Very special. Last Interregional in general, or for you? Well, we potential. It's the last one for this season or year, but potentially the last ever. It's kind of doubtful that there's going to be a second series of TemCS, but nobody knows for sure. Yes, hello, Senpai, welcome. A bit stuffed up today. Maybe you guys can hear that, but it ain't bad. It got super cold here for like a week. It's freezing outside, and then all of a sudden it's a bit nicer out, but that just means my allergies have come back for a little bit. How are you? Life's been a roller coaster, but you know, I'm doing pretty good right now. I was playing some Temtem. I'm still a bit sad the game's kind of in a lull of players. I do get on most days and at least try and play a couple matches, but it's just getting a 10-minute queue on the first time I queue up is really discouraging. Sometimes I'll end up just canceling it and heading over to another game. I've been playing through Slay the Spire recently. This in some free time. I I love deck building games. Some people don't even consider it that much of a deck building game, but it's been kind of fun. A bit too random for my taste, but it is still pretty fun. Just casually. You're happy with your new team? Oh, that's awesome. You gonna try and like push the ranks with it? Hop into like a last chance qualifier for Worlds or something? Hearthstone or Magic? I haven't actually. I feel like Hearthstone. I heard from somebody who was really into it a long time ago that it was good, and now it's not nearly as good as it used to be. I I've never played it though, and I feel like hopping into a game with no experience like Hearthstone would be a bit too tough this late into it. Magic, I never got into like actual TCGs much. I when I say deck builders, I should say I love Dominion. Dominion's probably my favorite like board card game of all time. And it's like to me, deck building is very similar to team building, which is a big part of Temtem that I enjoy, and something I'm really hoping to get into once Dragon Quest Monsters comes out in December. Close to Diamond, got 10-ish wins yesterday, and it went really well with Dojo Wars. What? Hold. What? Why? No! Who dares forfeit after my queue time? I didn't even see who you were. Why? Ah, okay. Mutataka, hello, Tuka. This rate, we're gonna just clear the Pup Voice radar today, and then just hop in Side Park. I'd still like a Toxic and/or Nature Chromion. I have a Perfect Earth Chromion, which allows me to use all the Chromion Lumas on Showdown. But like, it would be. I just like Nature and. Nature and Toxicromion, because Toxicromion I used most of last season, and Nature Chromion's been most of this one. I feel like Electric is just too mainstream for me. Not a fan. Melee was also mainstream for a while. Water's really cool. I respect Allie for using that. I wonder if she's still on it or not. Haven't run into her in a while, but it'd be cool to see her pull it out in the tournament this weekend. I think it's a little annoying that they just gave the thing Water Blade, but it's such a cool type, and it has a weakness so bad that I'd be fine with something like Chromion having a prio move like that. Mental Chromion, that's another cool one. Gamma Burst, I love Gamma Burst. I'd still like to use Barnshe for that reason. I should have experimented with it a bit more this season. I don't like Tems where it's most optimal to play them when it's just throw 500 plus bulk TVs on it. Because Barnshe has time split, so it's able to just print speed TVs with that. So you just invest speed and a little bit of damage and you're good. Or sorry, HP and a little bit of damage and you're good. I need fires. What did I use last time? I should just like have them ready. I think I used like double Drakash. Gotta put the chubby in the box for now. Sorry, bud. Still can't get any of the... Sorry, I gotta find the other Drakash. I know I've got two of them. There. Still can't get any of the ETCs that were added, like 1.4.1 or whatever. Denigrate, Plasma Beam, Blue Screen, and Pedal Dagger. They just don't exist. So that's super rough. Cannot perfect my chubby at this rate. Teddy Taco Sauce, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Alright, we're getting into a match. He's using the neutral one. Neutral one's cool. I think neutral one was even cooler before they got rid of Generify. Now it's a bit sad that they did. Wind and Electric and Nature Chromion today. That's crazy. How have you been hunting like since the day started? Also, this team looks familiar, huh? Okay. So we're just gonna ban each other's fires. No? Yes? Yeah, Platimus is always my second ban when I use my team as well. So that would make sense. Because I do have Tort, which does counter Platimus. But at the same time, it's just kind of... It's still a bit rough. Because there's so many wins in the meta. And my team has none. So I just don't have a whole lot to deal with it. My electrics can't one-shot it, so I really can only hit it down with neutral hits. Hello, I am doing pretty well. It's been up and down lately, but like Temtem wise, things are going pretty well. How about you? How you doing? thinking of getting into Temtem. That's awesome. Like just competitive or casual. Because if you're just looking for like there's a lot of people that play through the game just because it's got a really solid story and super cool Temtem like monster designs. Just casual, yeah. I really like the Temtem story. It kind of goes up and down. I'd say so. The story's more or less divided into 6 islands. So I would say like four of them are good, and then 2 of them not so much. But like all the monster designs and then the combat in this game is beautiful. Mwah. I love the combat in this game is perfect. That's why I play it. They're cute. Yes, he is obviously my favorite, which is the name of the little fish guy with all my emotes you can see at the top. Oh, I have to pick my other. I was thinking ahead, already gonna ban something. I should have banned the Amph. Or should have picked Chromion for the Amph. I'm not used to facing mirror matches with this team. It's kind of weird. Mm, I'm not even sure if I want my Chromion here, honestly. I'll bring it. I'm probably gonna have to keep my Volfia around just so I have something to deal with this Tort. The Amphithere's got marbles. That's actually a huge pain. Huge pain. Evolution system feels a bit weird though. You're used to Pokemon. I like this system a lot better because rather than I just caught like a level 22 Kakuna. Why is it evolving into Beedrill when after I'm leveling it up once? It's like you actually have to train it so it actually gains its experience and makes sense that it evolves a bit later. I don't know how bulky. I don't even know if this is a settling amphitheater like mine or if it's something different. I think I'm like, see, I hate marbles because what I want to do right now is double pivot. I'm a little surprised to see he brought out Tortonite on his Volphy board, but I'm also really glad that his amphitheater was faster than mine, so I didn't have to take marble sticks there. Uh, Amphitheater getting trapped on the swap hurts though. Where's got refreshing Diabolo? Very interesting. Okay. So Amphitheater's gonna die. Not much I can do about it. I'm gonna Sparks Chromion, deal as much damage to Tort as I can. Then when Amphitheater dies, I'm gonna bring Volphy in. We're gonna Sludge Gift the Tortonite, and then we're just gonna start beating down on the Volphy with more microwaves. Maybe Nature Torrent. Because I still get Center Typer. hopefully this does like 60%. Ugh, barely half. Yikes, okay. He's doubling into the amp just to make sure it dies. Definitely fair. Yeah, I could have lived that, potentially. Would have been hard to say. I would gamble he's swapping his Tort now into one of his natures. Probably his Chromion. I say I can want to gamble that, but I don't know for sure, so I'm just gonna click Sludge Gift anyways. Oh, he lived. Yeah, I needed to do 60% with the microwaves. He's definitely got a bulkier Tort than I do. Ah, oh, Diabolo. That was the worst time for that to proc. I really want to click microwaves here. Just in case he swaps into the Chromion. But if I get plagued again, that's just gonna OX me. With the exhaust. He did stay in. That speed arrow doesn't matter, it's the Volfies, I believe, that are speed tied. So I'll still get the kill on his Tortonite. Had the Diabolo not procced, I would have been able to kill the Volfi with this. And that would have been perfect. But I do have Speed Arrow, so I can kill his Volfi before it gets another hit off, which is super valuable. I don't have anything that can give me priority for Chromion to be useful again, so we're just gonna stay in, call it good. I almost brought in my my Platamus, but I decided against it. Now I wish I did. I didn't think he'd actually save the Volfi. Seemed like a weird choice. I think I'm just screwed though. He's got both Chromion and Obi left. Either of which I can do a whole lot too. I guess it kinda depends on how much special attack invest he has on the Amphitheater, but I don't think it matters too much. I can't lower its speed or anything. Just a big problem. Because I'm gonna take the Tesla Prison here. Or it's got T-Strike and Tesla Prison? That's so weird. That's a very, very odd choice. Not quite sure why. Maybe it just doesn't have Sparks, but this is such a good Sparks team. Most amps run Tesla Prison over T-Strike. He's running both. Maybe he doesn't have Bright Beam. For curiosity's sake, let's just see how much. Alright, well, he's also got a ton. He's got his, like, max speed or something on his amphitheater. It was like almost 40% to Chromion. That's good to know. Yeah, my team is not designed to beat a mirror match. I skimp out on the speed on a lot of Tems to win more neutral matchups. So that is not something I was prepared to go up against. GG's though. One and one? Oh. I don't count like concedes like that. Like technically for my my ranking, yeah, but we're just 0-1 for the day, as far as I see it. I'm not a pessimist. Well, I might be, but it's just because I'm mainly just trying to practice right now. So getting an insta concede feels bad. There's still not a whole lot of purpose in the ladder. It's not like you get huge, like a special title for ranking in top 10 or anything. I don't even know where I'm at within the ladder. I mean, D2, D3 is pretty high. Can you use a variation of this team for Temtem CS? Yeah, that's probably what I'm going for. I'm gonna change around speeds so that people can't just speed creep me. If they know my next, or like the breakpoint I'm gonna go to, they'll know it kind of hurt, but I'm not gonna spoil that. The thing I meant to do is try out handcuffs a little bit. Double screen's nice, but I should probably just change my Volphy spread around in general. It really doesn't need this much damage. Sure. What else? I was looking at making amp faster. It also doesn't need that much. Or no, I didn't want to put it in speed. Shoot. What did I have its HP at before? I think it was like, I think I just took 200 out almost. There we go. Whatever. Let's mess around with it a little. So I could go up to 331. Outspeed Oshiara's. Not a whole lot of Oshiaras that would dare stay in front of an Amphitheater anyways. And if I don't even have the damage to kill the Amphitheater with like a Tesla Plague, there's no point. So I'll probably have to recalc a few things. That's fine though. What I mainly want to get today is just type advantage. Alright, learn how to do pick ban. Because I know I'm pretty weak to fire. Even though I have an earth and 2 waters. Victor, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We're getting pretty close to 300 now, which is really awesome. Over 200 in this radar. See if we can get a purple for boys. I was also thinking I might do Valiar after I get Lowaddle here. Valiar is kind of a low percent, but it's a time I still really like, even though they've kind of gutted the thing. Still holds a special place in my heart from back when it wasn't garbage. Was Valiar ever good? It was a very good support. Having super fast speed and evasion was crazy good. Black hole to wipe statuses, so you could clear Doom or clear stat buffs. It's basically have a reset. It's pretty much everything Obi wants to be. Okay, good. Good. Get some practice against Genesect. My Spotify was a bit loud, I think. At least that song was. God, tell me these things. Alright. Quad nature. I've only got the one fire type. Moments is a problem just because it's such a big special defense tank. Since he dropped Coward on his team, he banned my Obi since it's got reset. Makes complete sense. Ban the fire type. Pick Chromion. I think he might be experimenting a little bit too. Almost every time up until now when he's fought me, he's banned the Chromion. Just because Chromion outputs such high damage. I'm really banking on the fact that he probably doesn't have Embers on his Scaravolt, but if he does, that'll hurt. Okay, so it looks like he's just gonna strangle me until he can get the folds off on a Scaravolt. Because Amphitheater cannot touch Scara. And then he bans Volphy now. I want to ban his Moments, but I have to ban the Vola, because Vola walls Volphy, Platimus, and is a special defense tank. Also kind of beats Tort. Ooh. Ooh, very, very interesting. So now he wants to win with Nidrasil. Gorong. So this lead is just to get as much health off of Chromion as he possibly can. So he'll probably just double T-strike it and call it a day. Panther, hello, welcome. Yes, we are Tort Gaming. I like Platimus here more than Psypat, just because I don't have Tink on the Psypat this season. Every time I face stall, I regret that. I don't click Ninja often enough. I should probably just swap it back. No marbles, no marbles, no marbles. Pharaoh, hello to you as well. Nice, no marbles. Alright, swap in Volphy, and then we're gonna go to Tort too. Not that I need Amphitheater alive for anything. But I want to be able to put some pressure onto this board. And Amphitheater offers nothing for that. Can't hit either of them. Like, I can throw Plagues to Volgon, but who cares? I just took damage off of my Amphitheater, so this matchup is actually worse. People send me the ETCs? Yes, he did. I was able to perfect my Lumifomu thanks to that. Inbreed some pretty solid. Well, okay, well, the egg moves make the eggs look better, but like it's a Fomu egg. I had some water furt that I wasn't using, and it was either going for a Fomu or Magmus. It was kind of a tough choice. Magmus, you could have hoped potentially to get more fire furt from, but I went with the Fomu. I like Fomu. Whip Bump's cool. I kind of want to use it more often. It would be really cool to do a speed scaling team with HKS. But it's just kind of hard. It's got a really rough type. You want to pair Whiplump with other winds, but then you're stacking an awful electric weakness. And as I'm staring down 2 electrics, it's not. It's not the best board. Really, the Volgon swaps. Very interesting. Okay. That's fun. That's very fun. I like it. Russian Diavolo and first aid kit. Okay. So Moments will not die. There's no point in attacking it. Ninjasil is going to get Synergy Revite and probably Cooperation. Fortnite's not scared on this board, but Volphy will get shipped down. I'm going to save some health on Volphy, go to Platamus. Do C spikes just to see what happens. See how much damage it is. $25. Okay, that's good. That's less good. If I can trade Platamus for Nidrasil, that is plenty worth it to me. However, I don't think it's going to be that easy. Like, Platamus does almost nothing for me this game. The only thing it's here for is for this board, to prevent Nidrasil from spreading toxic ticks, basically. He's got nothing that wants to eat a double in here. He'll probably just stay and cooperate it. Okay, he's just gonna reave it. Rotten Goo does 20%. So I cannot kill Nidrasil next round. So I can do 45% to Nid if I really try. Wait. Shoot. Oh shoot, seriously? I wasn't watching the exact numbers. I was just approximating. I thought Synergy Revet was 30%, Not 20%. That's so bad. That's such an unfortunate move. It's 10% to the Tem that uses it. That's right. That's right. So it is 30% technically. Well, let's see if my math was okay. I think it's going to survive with 1 health. Okay, no, we got it, we got it. Alright, that is worth it. 100%. Tort's out of stamina though, which sucks, but we take what we can get. That's his Diabolo, and he basically his best source of healing is now gone. He'll probably bring in Scaravolt here, yeah, just because he can get the Baton Pass proc and he doesn't mind swapping out if it's an unfavorable board. I just Sparks Tort and then swap to Volphy. There's at minimum no reason to attack Moments for the next 2 turns while it gets regen. And nothing in that Scaravolt slot's gonna want to eat a +2 Dust Vortex. Like, Goron can eat it. It's not like the worst thing ever, but doesn't want to. Oh. Double swap, okay. That makes sense. Now he can swap back in the Moments for the Volgon if he wants. Wrong's got enough bar, so if I Bright Beam, he's just going to heal off of it. Absol, hello, thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest. Definitely need it since you haven't been to bed yet. Oh, man. Sleep is good. Spooky will sleep for you too. That was accidental. Nice. I also pushed off the cage. So now Volphy can swap out. So I don't need Tort for anything. It did its job, which was killing Ninjasil, at least assisting in it. I'm plaguing here, so the OX is a bit bigger on Gorong, because it was going to proc Tireless anyways, but if I can get some damage, that would be nice. Ampere, he only OXs once, so that's kind of irrelevant. Oh, he clicks Show Off, though. It's kind of interesting. He's +4 now, so Gorong's a major problem. hope that he one-shots Tort here. That would be best case scenario for me, but I think he's going to go after the Amph. Stream, look at all my matches and any Lumas. Yeah, going for Pup Boys. We'll see if I can get lucky there. Pops out the Goron, okay. Stare, now that's interesting. Not exactly sure what that's meant to accomplish. I'll just Bright Beam now and then throw Sea Spikes at the Volgon. It's kind of getting annoying. They'll probably Stare Meteor Swarm Amphitheater or something. Please do at least half. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Stare Meteor Swarm. I do live the next burn tick with Tort. Can be important. He didn't cage. I hope this kills through the burn. Barely, alright. And Tort goes down. Perfect. Best case scenario. Alright, so now the whole game's up to a 50-50. Does he swap the Scaravolt for Moments or not? Because if he keeps Scaravolt in, I need to Dust Vortex it so that Chromion doesn't die to Fire Nado. And if he swaps it out, I need to Dust Vortex the Goron. So that I can kill it. I'm gonna guess he'll swap. And he didn't. I don't even think this Dust Vortex kills. Yikes! It does, okay. I'm +1, so that helps. It doesn't particularly matter though, because Amphitheater just doesn't have enough in it to beat the Moments. I needed the Chromion alive. I don't even know if I would have lived a +4 hook kick. I probably wouldn't have. The Chromion's defense is not very high. He'll probably just rest here knowing I'm gonna Bright Beam. I guess he's gotta attack, because otherwise I'll just keep resetting evasion on him. Yeah. Let's see how much this DV plus Tesla does. Because this only does like 20 some percent. Does like 15. I don't have enough stamina to sustain on the ball feed to win. Needed to guess the 50-50, right? GG's. So I thought he was going to swap the Scaravolt out, because Scaravolt gets more HP when it swaps out with Baton Pass, so. It's always a tough match. You'd think Spark Scaling would be enough to beat Stall, but when you're playing against a top tier player, it's still probably about an even skill matchup. The quad swap turn one is really what flipped the game. Still not entirely sure what the... It was probably the Volgon that really threw me off the most. His moveset was Stare, Ampere, and Cage, so it must have just had T-Strikes as last move, so it never had Strangle. So when I was scared turn one, I actually never had to be. And I should have just looked at its item to see that it didn't have Adrenaline Shot. But that's just something I'm not used to yet, so that's another reason why it's good to get some of this practice in. Because this is the first real patch where we've had working item reveal the whole game. I almost wonder if I should put Sandstorm on my Volphy too. It helps punish swaps. Also allows me to have a stronger Earth move than Sludge Gift when DV's off hold. Or on hold. I don't think picking Saipai would have helped much more that match, because Platypus was able to do its job and get rid of Yggdrasil like I wanted it to. It would definitely help to have a second Fire in that matchup, because he's got 4 natures. I'd be able to punish him a bit more for that. Kinda curious how he fares against the Tolkien Hazrat teams. I suppose he just bans Hazrat and then picks like Scaravolt Volgon to the Tolkien. Scaravolt's one of Tolkien's best counters. It's also threatening in general with half full if you can get like you get a Yggdrasil spores onto it. Basically heals up to full when it swaps out. Alright. There we go. This is also another rough matchup. Double Fire and Acronox. It's not like an uncommon trio, but it's really bad for me. Typically, I opt to ban the Hazrat because I have double waters, which can deal with Tolkien. But if Wolfie gets banned, then I don't have a whole lot to deal with Hazrat. So he banned Saipat, meaning he'd rather deal with Plotamus. I don't. I was gonna try not to first pick Plotamus so that he might think, oh, I don't need to pick Tolkien. Or so I could bait him into picking Tolkien. But I didn't have a great lead in general, so. This is kind of what we get. And the Amphitheater. So that means I have to swap in Obi to the Plotamus spot turn 1. He didn't pick his Minotaur on lead, which means it's not going to be doing a whole lot. Can ban the Tolkien, which is nice. So maybe the picking Plotamus alone is reason enough. Wolfie will be good. Hits everything in remaining. And it's not even that bad in 2 Acronox. I need Obi for the lead swap in. I don't think I want Aohi here. Only reason I would want it is for Saku. Which Saku is going to be tough to deal with. It definitely is. But energy drinks. Just got Narco. I want to say Plotamus for primarily Oshiara, but it's also kind of nice against Turok. And if I can get hold off on Toxin Shower, it'll be decent against Saku as well. Sucks one of my electrics was banned. I would love to have Amphitheater this game. It completely walls Saku. Sting on Chromia, not afraid. I've got Tuck My Mask. Double screen. I don't think a Sparks is going to be enough damage. So I'm going to have to Plasma Beam the Acronox to finish it off. So it'll get one more Sting off, but it will not be able to... It will not be able to get a Soil Steam off on Obi, which is huge. He'll probably just Turbine Chromion here. It is sad to lose Chromion, but probably should just binary flooded to get some damage on Saku. That would have been really valuable. I couldn't say for sure that he was gonna double Chromion though. Darn you, Tuck My Mask, not doing enough work. Why doesn't it prevent all toxic ticks? That'd be a sure way to kill off the toxic spam teams. I'd appreciate it. Alright, game gets started from here. Alright, so Turok is gonna be an issue now. Pretty sure he's gonna
Swap in Turok in the... Okay, he didn't swap in Turok in the Saku slot. That sucks, I wish I got a Rotten Goo off. That was interesting. Not really sure why Obi was such an issue that he felt he had to get rid of, but this works for me. Saku is running dangerously low on stamina. It'll probably swap out for Turok now. For that reason, I probably should have clicked Toxic Gas. Mr. Bossy, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, dang it, there it swaps. Oh, and the Oshiara. Now that's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna swap out Volphy now for Platimus to get a hold off a Toxin Shower. I'm gonna click Toxic Gas. Pretty risky, but I gotta do something. I need to hold off Aquatic to deal with Turok before, so I can't get a Turbine off. It's Hydrologist Oshiara. I did not catch it wasn't Turiwart. That is huge damage on the Saku. Now I know Run Rotten Goo from either of these two will kill it. Even a Toxin Shower plus... Oh, he doubled into that slot though. I don't think it matters though. So I just click Toxin Shower and... Crystal Dust on the Saku, and then I click Aquatic on Turok next turn. I don't think he's got anything. That's a good game though. GG. Kind of hoping to hit that Turok so I could just see how bulky it was. Usually gravel bag Turoks are a bit more speed invested and less HP. I don't think if that Oshiara was Hurry Wart that it would have made much of a difference. It's a really good Umbra Seal. Yeah, it'll... I'm not sure if Hydrologist Oshiara really gives enough value to justify using it over the other one, Hurry Wart, but maybe he's just trying stuff out. Or maybe he forgot to change it from the default in Showdown. That happens a lot too. Yeah, last match I think went pretty well. Being able to ban out both fires and deal with the Acronox really helped significantly. See, what happened in the first match today? Because I mean, the second match was stall. Stall is just going to kind of be an even matchup every single time. Problem is that stall masters have more experience than I do with playing their team than I know with mine. So in most cases, they'll just kind of win. First match. Oh, first match was the mirror match. Yeah, that one was just kind of goofy. I don't know how to play against my own team. You'd think I would, but nah. Most people don't run Jank as bad as I do. It'd be nice to face a toxic spam team, like a plat style team. 4 toxics, the Yowler, or just bulky neutrals, maybe a striking mimic. I feel like there'll still be some of those. Garunder, Nadersil, Platimus, none of them got any weaker over the last patch. Deja, another interesting team. Double fire, I'm on orange side against Hedgen, very nice, very nice. He's got multiple Psypack counters though, both Mashuk and Kinu completely walling it. Stuff like Golzi and Saku also kind of tough. So he might choose not to ban the Psypat. Yeah, yeah. He's got triple fire weakness, so that makes sense too. Triple earth weakness. Could almost punish him for that. If I picked like Volfi Tort lead. I'd have to ban both Tuvine and Mashuk, and I can't do that. Otherwise, that would have been good. Just gonna ban the Hazrat. We'll manage. We'll figure out how to do this. So he's gonna punish me for my lack of Saku counters. Like Lawali I can deal with a lot better because it's squishier. Saku's just so tanky. Kind of baiting him to pick the Hedgen now. But Hedgen doesn't have any turn 1 fires. So I could end up just trading Chromion for Hedgen, which honestly isn't that bad. I know he has quad Digi weakness, and it would be nice to keep Chromion around, but I don't think I'm going to have that luxury. If I can just trade and then get some damage on the Saku, that would be worth it. Because then Amphitheater becomes my win con. It can deal with Kinu, Golzi, Gario. I need to ban one of the other two. Probably Mashuk. Mashuk can get out of hand really quick. But also is one less thing that I needed Chromion for. Makes me feel better about sacking it. Yeah, he's acknowledging that that's going to be an issue. Uh, Pick my Digi. pick my Golzy counter. He's gonna definitely pick Kinu now, and then I'll pick Platamus, my last. So that pat's really not doing much work today. Kind of sad. Maybe I should. Like, there's no perfect. I haven't figured out the perfect slot for the last one. I want a water. I tried Tukai because it fits better with the team. Really ain't doing much there. Kind of sucks that I need a water because a lot of the things that counter me are weak to toxic. So, alright. I'm not gonna sparks myself, I'm just gonna slow down Saku. Who knows, maybe it'll be a fast Saku. That's Plasma Beam, that sucks. They almost always run harmful. So I figured, oh, I don't need a double. You won't have Plasma. How do you have Plasma? I don't get it. It's also a very weak Saku. Man, why is it a Plasma Hedgen? Hedgen has so many good moves. Because you're always running harmful binary. And at least one of the two Hellfire or Fire Tornado. So to run Plasma, you have to you either don't have harmful at all, so you have a only weak digi move. Or you only have one fire option. And I don't know what fire option that would be, if it's Hellfire or Fire Tornado. Because if it's Fnado, then I could ignore the Hedgen again this turn. Yeah. This would be a match better done in a best of 3. I have to swap Obi in for Amphitheater now. He's keeping his Hedgen too. And it's still nice to have Obi on this board. But now Wolfie's useless. Oh, that Frond Whip stamina on the Saku feels so bad. Wardrum Saku. Let's bring in Platamus here. Be a really nice Toxin Shower next round. Or he'll just bring in his Golzy. Nope, too fine, okay. Yep, Toxin Shower's still good here. Okay, less good. Yeah. Is that like the only turbo user on his team? Probably is. He's probably gonna Hypno something now, I'm not sure what. Not the Plotamus. Okay. This is perfect. I'll wake up my Obi. The turn went about as well as it could, considering. Diabola does nothing there because I hadn't taken damage yet. I can Rotten Goo and hopefully outspeed the Kinu. I'm not sure if I actually will. No, I didn't. Wonder if I'll CPG the Obi this time. I had evasion. I forgot I had evasion because the stupid visual bug. I didn't know that happened on the other side too. If it wasn't for that, I would have been hurting. Because I can take a single hit with Platimus, but if you used Feathergat on me, and then this turn used Turbine, there was nothing I could do. There's little reason for me not to do this. It's this really good chip on the Saku. And also it's a little bit more chip on the Tuvine. Other guy, and I had Debris Typhoon. This shouldn't kill. Wardrum Air Specialist did worry me a little bit, but I was confident. Lots of air spec Wardrum Sakus around. I haven't run into many. The Saku last match was good old E-Drink Narco hit, so. I'm just debating on using Sparks on my Platimus so it kills with Aquatic. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just in the off chance. Yeah, that. Now Platimus is still alive, so he's forced to deal with it. He could just bring in Hedgen, Binary, and then like Oshi. I suppose that would be bad. I don't know how fast his Golzy is. It's probably faster than my Obi. Who am I kidding? There's Binary. He went for hasty, didn't even risk it. It does kill. That sucks. Now he's got F native for my Amphitheater, and I got nothing against him. So the old Plasma Beam on the Hedgen, ruining my game. Yeah, so he didn't have Hellfire. He had... Wow, I lived. So maybe it was also a bulky Hedgen. Maybe that's why, I don't know. It was just kind of weird. He didn't even go for the aim. He went for the Volphy. I could have T-prisoned the Hedgen and then Sledge Gifted the Golzy and still not stood a chance because Sokka's alive. Well, that game went from bad to worse to almost good and then still bad. Such a weird team. He must have cut attack invest on almost everything, maybe even speed. So he's probably got like 500 bulk at minimum on everything, makes up for speed with turbo and prio. Makes up with some of the damage with items and such. GG's. I just like a team like that would never stand a chance against stall. Just wouldn't. You have nothing against stall. You have no resets. You have no high damage, like Oshidashi being your strongest, and like FNATO, I suppose. Yeah, that can't break through anything. Not fast enough. Maybe he has show off on the Golzy for offensive scaling. Yeah, I don't know. When you take stall stall into account with team building, a lot of teams that you'd think would be good normally and may actually be good against the majority of teams will struggle. So stuff like Oshiara and Hazrat are popular because they're strong into a lot of general tems, but also have offensive scaling with Serbatios and Heat Up. Bottomus has control in the form of evasion. Wolfie has stam control, but also just a crack typing. Wolfie you don't really bring for stall. Wolfie is honestly a liability when you're facing stall. Because it only gets value from type advantage, and a good stall player will rarely ever let you have type advantage. You just can't break through with neutral hits, because you're not even investing max special attack on Wolfie. Even if you did have max special attack, its highest possible damage isn't all that high. Only reason I brought it against Geno earlier was because I needed an Earth type deal with his Volgon and Scarebolt. I almost benefit from having something like a Gazuma on my team. Make my crystal weakness that much worse. I've only got 2 crystal weaknesses right now. What it would allow me to do though is allow me to have something better into Tolkien, Hazrat, and Acronox, which are 3 of my biggest counters right now. At least things I run into I know I struggle with. Toxics in general. While also giving me another electric synergy, spark scaling, and fast charge for Chromion threats. Problem is, I always just struggle to find use for Gazuma if the Digis are banned. And even like a speed boost on Obi isn't going to do a whole lot for me. It could get a faster Tesla prison off on Oshiara. I don't have harmful on the Obi, so it's not like I could outspeed a Hedgen. Even if I could, I wouldn't be able to kill it. Obi's special attack is pretty low, but his defensive stats are crazy high. You'd also think Obi's faster, but it's really not. Speed caps out at like 292. Whereas stuff like Platimus and Golzy hit 299. It's just kind of tough. I should try Gazuma. There's not that many crystals around. You got Tuvine, Chimerian. Yeah, I guess Chimerian I struggle with. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to do that. Only crystal counter I have right now is really Auhi. Auhi gets banned. Or it's just useless because it's Auhi. Then what? I have Saipat, which can hit with melee, which is kind of nice. But I'd be removing the Saipat to put Gazuma in, so can't really do that. Try removing Volphy. Volphy hasn't been much other than like an Earth type butt. I've used it for Cinder Typer a couple times, but it's definitely not a staple. It's just, you know, Volphy. It eats bans, it's take advantage of it like everyone else. Yuck. It's like half Digicore, half Toxic Core. So I know I'm orange side against Hedgen. I could bring Saipat, but I don't want to pick Saipat into that disgusting Acronox, Garunder, and Fullerend. I can just pick Amphitheater here. That kind of threatens out the Munko and the Gazuma. And I pick Chromion to bait in the Munko anyways. And if he picks anything other than Munko, all the better. Cool. Definitely looking at Garunder or Volerend here for the ban. Leaning towards Garunder. I don't know what trait Volerand is, so I don't want to have to guess that. He banned my Saipat anyways, so that's okay. Render, I still have Volphy that can deal with it, sort of. Platimus is to threaten out Munko, so now his fast charge is completely useless. Obi and Auhi are kind of equally bad against waters and earths, so it's more of a matter of which kind of support do I want offered. Do I want sparks and scaling support, or do I want burn support, or burn sleep support? I think for this game I want burn sleep. I don't know what item the Garunder has. If it has energy drink like most of them do, that'll hurt a bit more. And I'll probably regret it. I guess Obi also has burn support. Speed control. It's just its type is even worse. Alright. If I can get past his lead, Volphy will be pretty solid into Kamagarundr. I mean, it's like Volphy takes neutral damage from basically all of them, like water, nature, toxic. It's not perfect, but at least has type advantage against Ukama and Garender. Be threatening. More or less expecting a Tesla Prison onto my Chromion and a Sting onto the Acronox. Alright, I'll have to Plague and Harmful into the Acronox next turn in order to kill it. Ooh, Rotten Goo. Uncommon. Very slow Gazuma. I don't know how fast the Acronox is. I have to hope it's pretty slow here. Otherwise it'll get another attack off. And Amphitheater will die. And there's no guarantee that I'll be able to kill the Acronox with my non-synergy, non-Sinner type or microwaves. But if I can, then it's a good lead. Good trade for me. I could have clicked Binary just for solid damage on both. Could have even swapped to Volphy if I wanted, but I didn't want to sack it. That works. Yeah, that's fine by me. The only other thing I would have wanted Chromion for was for the Volphy board. So, heck yeah. No way. This Gazuma not click Tornado? Would have thought I clicked Tornado on Chromion. Maybe just another Tesla? That's so goofy. For reference, one more Tesla will not kill my Chromion, because it's got 300 health. He's hit me twice and hasn't been enough up till now. Why would it be? Maybe it doesn't have Tornado? Well, if he's dead, I have no idea. This guy's thoughts are beyond me. He'll probably be faster than me with the next Tesla, at least. I'm practically half my speed. Well, maybe I'll still be faster, because he's still -1 from my Tesla. If I can get one more microwaves off, I'd be able to finish him, but... I see, that was his plan. Kinda want to keep Amphitheater around now. After I get some stamina back and throw a +1 Plague over at Acronox, probably do like 30%. Just gotta chip it down a little bit. It's about the best time to bring in Aohi. On the off chance Chromion gets to move off, I'll just click Binary. Yeah, Marbles is lame. So my Adrenaline Shot is seized for a turn. Gotta keep that in mind. Hurricane. Let's see. Doesn't get the speed boost though. I can double into the Gazuma here. He could very well have a Tornado coming for me. Burn Tornado, I can live on plat though. My goal really is to kill... Like, I want to kill Gazuma, prevent the marbles from happening again. And also if I can get Ignis before Acronox gets Soil Steam off, that would also help, because then Aohi lives another turn. And adrenaline shots off hold then, so super valuable. As long as Platypus lives the turn, Aquatic will be off hold. And I can hit Acronox. It might actually be a Booklong's Acronox, which would hurt. I'm kind of banking on it not being one. Because an Aquatic plus a Plague will finish it off from this health. It does have Tornado. That's close. The Rotten Goo might finish me off. But it actually took so much OX I get the Aqua Bullet on the Acronox, which is huge value. Oh. Mwah. Beautiful. That was pretty good. Because now I actually know another Aquatic Aqua Bullet Hell will kill Acronox. Energy drink? It is. Knowing that, I'm just going to throw a Psywave at it. He could swap to a Kama. That would be his best play, I think. But he doesn't. How he lives yet again! Psywave into a Fiery Soul is the best damage I can do to it. Plus getting that special defense drop is highly valuable. Plethoric? Really? And Drill. Yikes. Oh, he goes down, that's fine. Get a Bright Beam off, just buying me some time. I didn't think there was any way he was gonna double Amphitheater with 2 Kama, and even if he did, that would have been fine by me. Because that means he would have got another hit off. Only potential problem now is his Ukama could outspeed my Volphy. I really should have just doubled the Garunder if I was thinking. Should be fine though. It's a really squishy Ukama. You normally don't see him max speed like that. That kills because the -2 spit F drop. And now it is game. GG. Even after taking the damage out of the Imp and the Volphy, it still doesn't feel all that much different from what it has the rest of the time playing the team. Oh, and there it is. Completed Tamer Pass. In a month and a week, I guess. Wookie Mount's superior though. Ooh, quick match, alright. Probably only play another match or two. It's been a bit slower today, but it's just some good games. Up against Feynman now. When in doubt, ban the fire. When in doubt, ban the fire. I'm just trying to look for any excuse not to do that. Mount's a bit meh compared to most other Tamer Pass mounts. I'm sure all the Karen fans out there are happy. I like Karen, it's a cool tem, but like Pookie is just my thing. I'm very lucky that the Pookie line got 2 mounts. That's kind of nuts. I don't think any other line got 2. Amphitheater ban, okay. Why is it? It's another Saku. It's very interesting. I can't just pick Volfi because he's got Volgon and Gorong. He's got a lot of really good counters to everything. I'm gonna pick Obi. Yeah, he was ready with that one. Alright. Gonna go with Tort. Do any Chromion side park hunting this week? I probably do a little bit. After I finish the Pup Waste Radar, I'm gonna head over there at least. It would be nice to get a Toxic Chromion or a Nature Chromion. Those are about the only two I particularly care about. Just mental or water would be cool. Even wind. Yeah, I'd be happy with like half of them. Digifirt's always valuable too. Sad to see the Chromion ban. It makes sense though. I'm actually gonna ban the Moala here. Because if I'm basically sacking my lead here, he's gonna get a super effective wind move and a Digi move off. So my options to deal with Moala after that are limited. New Hypnotist you really do have to respect. It is a strong trait still. It's basically a 2-turn sleep. It's at minimum 2 free turn or like 1 free turn, entirely, and you get Zen meditation off too, because it's off hold by that time. Shoot. I want Saipat. Saipat's good against. It'll be nice to finish off Mulgu after my initial Tesla to it. It'd be good against just resisting Gorong as well. I think I'm gonna leave Aohi. I'm hoping that this isn't like a 2000 bulk Saku, but maybe. Maybe it is. This would just be kind of interesting to see. Marbles proc could very well be relevant this game. Energy drink, reactive vial. I knew it has reactive vial. They always do. I could test it to be splitter or sentinel. Throwing a plasma beam at it. But I actually want the speed drop. That does half. You get isolated from the Faraday cage here, which sucks. That's my only other electric since the Amphitheater got banned, so I can't just throw another Rotten Goo.
Wasn't as much damage as I thought. I slayed on the Tort. Very interesting. I'm not in rush range, which is huge. Who do I need least? Probably Platimus. This should kill Saku, deal some decent damage to Molgu, enough that I can probably bring in Saipat and throw a Nox Bomb and finish it off. Nerms, hello, how's it going? I'm just getting some practice in. Facing off against Feynman, so it should be a good match. Yeah, Saku will be dead. Nice. Oh, it is Sentinel Molgu. What? Oh, that's weird. No, I think it was Savannah's the other day that was also on Sentinel. But I wasn't expecting it at all. Well, that puts it in range for me to just Toxin Shower and then smack it with like a Tesla. Hunt anything in Scam Park? I will be going to Chromion's later. I'm finishing up a Pupwise radar. I go through radars super slow. Because most of the time I'm online, I do a comp match, which means I only do like 2 to 10 encounters between each one. Toxin Shower should still be plenty. Good luck with the pup. Hunting Umbra? Nah. Only Umbra I'm going for is Pookie, and I got it, so that's gonna be it for my Umbra hunting craze. I don't have it as bad as most people. $50 Redders in having a blast. Oh, that's rough. Hope you get what you're hoping for soon. 53 Umbra. Oh, that is crazy. How surprised you had that. You just been running Digi layers? Just buy that many off the auction house or something? Three boxes of extras, gotcha. I know you ran a whole bunch of Digilayers, I just didn't know if you... Didn't know if you did a lot, like with other people, just to help out and such. I heard Pyko was the new craze as soon as Umbra's dropped, because you still get male fire for it decently, but it's also a low enough percent chance to give lots of Luma drops. I don't know if that's still the plan or anything. Yeah, that Ampere was obvious. I couldn't do anything about it though. I have to save Wolfie. Did the McClubby's been hunting Scare for free for training here in Digis, but just Umbra Copium now? Gotcha.
Yeah, Scare is still best for that, but they give so few drops. Oh, he did double that slot. Fair enough, fair enough. This Volgon Gorong combo is a huge pain. Volgon almost got the blender. No. I know it gives so many drops, but that would be so sad. Someday they'll probably take away the fact that once you have, oh, I mean, he stayed in really. The whole thing where you can perfect a Luma and you can still use it on Showdown whenever. Live, Wolfie, live. Ugh, not well. That was weird. I guess his speed tunings are off. He'll probably change that after the match, and I would have never stood a chance. That was weird. I could have just Dust Vortex the Volgon and Plasma Beam the Gorong, and that would have been good for me, so not real sure about that decision. He probably still wins anyways, he just tinks Volfie, and then my Obi only does 10% every turn. I can't even burn the thing with Plasma because of Mucus. I gotta hit it 4 times. Double screen too, yikes. Water Jet, hurts. Yeah, I'm gonna be 1 hit short. If Volfie was able to take one, I would have been fine. Stupid things, 500, 500. 500 HP, 500 special defense. GG. Still gets so much value though, just from its trait. It's got a crazy good defensive typing. Punishing me just because I'm not running any wins. Oh, I would have needed to Sparks myself actually. I wasn't calking my head right. GG. Yeah, part of me wants more damage. Got half a brain to just go back to my same team from the last patch.
It had plenty of damage on it, that's for sure. I really wanted to try a Sparks team this patch. And I feel like it's good, but it's not always good. You vote for Broccoli and Grumper again? Problem is that team's not even that great in stall either. I don't know what I can do to have a better matchup into both. Like it's like you need a wind type with just insane amounts of damage. You could say like an air spec hand fan Barnshy, but even that's not that much. Like a bully Grandpa, but Grandpa's special attack's not even that high. You know, you get no say. It's like it would be fun, and it's like I love that combo. You'll see it on some other teams again for sure. It's just I still trying to get practice and just find what I could possibly do to have a better chance in this tournament. Do you want a physical win due to most being special defensively bulky? So the thing is that yes, special defensive bulk Tems are everywhere, but people aren't investing in special defense. Because their special defense is naturally high, they're able to invest extra TVs in defense. So you'll see a Garunder. Garunder's already got really high special defense. So then you just invest 500 HP, 200 defense, and your defenses are about balanced out. It doesn't really matter. Run Saku, Airspec, Hand Fan. You're probably right. That probably is what it... Probably is why. But at the same time, Saku's weak to the same toxics you're trying to beat. Or me unban this time. That hurts. Inky with no Shell Ant, though, it's a lot easier to manage. Feels like they're currently very limited in physical attackers. There are very... Yeah. Their physical's not as good right now. I know Lulu's been trying Capire, and apparently it feels better than it's ever felt. I sure hope so after all those stat buffs. So maybe there's some there. Like honestly, I feel like I could almost steal Lulu's ideas, because he was also the one that was almost inspiring me to play Moala. Go something Capire Moala, just try and find enough space to get set up once or twice, and then sweep a team. But I don't think I have enough time to get enough practice in with a team like that. And I'll respect his cooking and won't steal that from him. Why? Why would you bring in Inky here? It's so it's so stupid that Inky can live a sludge gift. It should never happen. I guess Platimus. Platimus to try and bait in the Minotaur so I can pick Fort. So I probably just bring Auhi because it'll be good against the double crystal and Volfi. So just bring Obi too. I also thought about running Raiken. Because Raiken can be really good as a late game sweeper. But having a fire that's just so tied to synergy is rough. And mono fire's tough too, because you're losing against your own type. Raiken
can't touch Tolkien, Hazrat, Oshiara, Turok, Platimus, and that's over half the meta. You can hit Volfi, but Volfi hits you back just as bad. He did swap. Oh, we're just swapping Gialis, though. Wow. How much bulk does he have on this team? But if without that Sparks, I would have only done like maybe 30%. Maybe a bit more. And here I am swapping out, and he's probably got like 100 TAC TVs on this thing. Probably take less than half from the sharp stabs. Mirroring's a pain though, I didn't want to take that extra damage on Volfi. Volfi's really valuable this game. Even went for the Volfi. That's a bit surprising. That works for me. That means I'm not worried about Aohi dying to a Dust Vortex, and I can just double into the Gialis slot for free. Wolfie's running low on stam. Probably DV and Sledge Gift Aohi the next 2 turns, then it'll be done. Actually stayed in. Wow, okay. Not what I was expecting. Is he just gonna plague my Platimus again? Or is he going for the DV even though I get Ignis? Wow, alright. Oh, works for me. Maybe he was afraid of like Worm Gift or something. Seems kind of weird though. Volfi is the only thing preventing Volfi from finishing the rest of this game. So I'm just gonna double into it. Nice. Okay. This doesn't kill, but I don't think it does. Oh my goodness, it does. Please go for the Aohi, that would be funny. Oh, darn. Whew. That was interesting. Did bring back in Volfi. Why? Why? I don't get you. I guess he wanted a synergy for Hasty Lunge. Only thing I can think of. That's a big OX. He dies to one more plague. And he went for the black hole. He must have been predicting a swap to Volphy. But kind of just risked it all. I'm just gonna Plague Minotaur and just Fiery Soul Volphy. Plaguing it so it hopefully OXs and at least burns up its adrenaline shot. Yeah, look at how bulky that Inky is. Oh, he went for beef up. Okay, that's smart. Must want me wanting Synergy Black Hole. I know one shot whatever's left of my Volphy. Might even die to OX here. And I lived. That's gonna be GG. Lived with 1 health. DC beam the Volphy? Yeah! Quite Sturt never kills Obi here. Not in one hit. Yeah, it doesn't kill Amph either. Ninja, you always come at bad times. Ah, that's rough. This was actually the last game of the day. But we did end it off with a win, so that's cool. Actually, 2 of our wins today were from John there. Yeah, if we learned anything today, we learned that I struggle against toxic spam teams. Saw you on at 9 earlier, had things to do. Yeah, sorry, eventually I'll go back to a later time slot. Probably like after New Year's. Because right now I'm still finishing out my last semester of school, and this is the time when I have free to stream. But it'll go back to quite a bit later than this, because I'll be working a full-time job, and I'll be getting off work right about now, rather than getting done streaming. So, yeah, it'll swap back around, and it'll probably stay that way for a while. So if the later time slot works for you, that'll be better. Hogcap, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Dang, 5 months. I didn't even know I've been streaming that long. You guys are gonna see the 6-month banner soon. Not that it's gonna be much of a surprise. Just got home from work. Oh, you got bad timing too. We just finished up the last match, so that's gonna be it for today. Did you catch on stream? You're lucky. Yeah. All right. Been a storm in here. Did a lot of damage. Oh wow. That's sad to hear. Just like a tornado and stuff. There's like a really violent thunderstorm, tsunami. So many natural disasters cause a lot of damage. I've been lucky. The center of the states, so not much reaches me here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I'll put a bit more thought into this. iPad did virtually nothing the entire day, except be a threat and ban bait, so maybe I'll switch stuff around. Who knows? I'd like to be prepared as I can be for this weekend, but the more stuff you change, the less prepared I actually am, because I'm learning matchups the way things are now. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.